Welcome back to Thailand Today here on NBT World. Today we have Mr. Kettivit Siti Sunthornwong. He's the director of Thai International Freight Forwarders Association. He will join us our program to discuss with us about Thailand's efforts to increase its capability to become the logistic hub of ASEAN. Sawadee ka.
Sawadee ka.
Well, welcome to Thailand Today program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let me hear about yourself a little bit because you were board of Thai International Freight Forwarders Association. So now you're a director.
Director.
So
yes.
actually, what actually you doing? I mean,
I have been being the president of the association during the last 6 years, but due to some personal reason and limited capacity, I just resigned and acting as only the director. And hopefully, I still can help the association in certain aspect, but not as the president anymore. Yeah.
Mr. Director, when we talk about logistics.
Yes.
Well, people, we always, back to our mind, we think about what road transportation. But
yes.
actually,
no.
They are not.
Yeah,
They are what?
Logistics include everything.
Yes.
Air freight, air transport, sea transport, road transport, warehousing. These are logistics. Yeah. So it's mail courier. We also regard them as one of the logistics as well. So in general, I would say that any kind of transportation is also involving in the logistics, and even the documentation, custom formalities.
Yeah. Lately we see some of the what do you call fast delivery of
last mile delivery. Last mile RMD.
These are included.
Yeah.
I see. So such vast.
Yes.
It's not that limited to certain to work done. But how about Thailand? Well, we don't much concerned about the logistics so much. But what is the best? Thailand is good at what? Which one?
Good at what? I would say that right now we are good at every aspect. Because really? As you may know, recently our logistic performance index of Thailand has been improved. We were ranked at number 32 among the over 160 countries, if I'm not wrong. And we were ranked number 2 in the Southeast Asian countries.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Who's number 1?
Singapore, of course.
Oh, of course. Okay.
So I would say that during the last few years, Thai government and our also private sector, we has been trying very much to improve our logistic capabilities and competitiveness in the world market. And I would say that as we in the association, one of the logistics service provider association, one of the things that I always push our government is that our country can be the best logistic hub in this region, and we can also generate revenues from this logistics service industry, the same as other tourism or hotel industry as well. That's what I am pushing the government during the last few years as well, so that everybody would pay attention and concentration how to promote the logistics service industry to become one of the most important revenue or generate the GDP for the country as well. Yeah.
To stand the second or the first, what are the criteria?
Okay. According to the Logistic Performance Index that
you never failed
measured by the World Bank, they are measuring you in many aspects.
Yes.
In terms of infrastructure, custom process.
Infrastructure of what? Of the country?
Of the country. Infrastructure in terms of the government investment.
Okay.
In road, rail, port, something like that. Timeliness. In delivering the cargoes, ability to track and trace cargo visibilities, something like that. Or maybe the most important, I would say, is the procedures, the custom facilitation, trace facilitation, how to make the custom process to be less complicated, simplify, and what they clearly mentioned, which I think is very good, is predictable.
You can predict what's going on.
I think this is the very good definition.
Least failure.
Yes, correct. And they can predict how many days they can create a cargo, how much they have to pay, what will be the expenses, something like that. These are the measurement that the World Bank measure on each country. So I think government already invested a lot in infrastructure. Now we need to improve our what we call software, rules and regulations, trace facilitation.
Higher technology for that.
Yes,
So why Thailand has been marked as the most high potential country for becoming a transport logistic hub of the region?
On the region. Okay, talking about airport first. Okay, I would say that geographic-wise, Bangkok has been regarded as one of the most important airport in this region. Yeah, because it is centrally located in this region. And if we check the numbers of passengers in 2018, Suvarnapum Airport, we already handle 63.3 million passengers. Don Mueang, 40.7. These two combined together is over 100 million passenger has been traveling to Bangkok. This almost equal to the world number one, Beijing International Airport. So I would say that passenger-wise, Thailand is one of the most important hub in this region, not only in Southeast Asia, but in Asia, because Beijing is 100 million, Dubai and Tokyo is about 80 something million. So, but for us, we combine these two together. We all have,
something already.
100 million already, so almost equal to number one. But if we count on the cargoes, we still much less than Singapore.
But we have to separate it.
Yes,
right?
that
Passenger
because
is one thing, the freight
is one thing. That because our rules and regulations, tax and custom system are not that competitive and ease of doing business the same as in Singapore. So if we would like to upgrade or promote our airport to be the logistics hub, we have to improve our software, as I said, improve the test facilitation, making people feel that if they come to Thailand, we have the same level of service, custom formality process, tax incentive that would encourage the foreign investor to use Thailand as a hub.
My little worry, actually, concern about the human resources.
Human resources, I would say this is another thing that actually the capacity of Thailand is even better than Malaysia.
It is so?
Yeah, more or less the same as Vietnam. So I would say that capacity of our Thai human resource in terms of academic willingness to work, responsibility, I would say it's okay. But the only shortage or our disadvantage is language. English proficiencies. I would say that among these Southeast Asian countries, I'm a little bit worried because I went to Vietnam, I went to Cambodia. Their younger generation can speak English very well, and even the people in the government agencies, they all can speak English very well. And when I asked them, hey, are these people went to study abroad? They said no. But most of these people, when they are young, they know that they can grow in their career only if they can speak English efficiently. So after the works, after they finish their class, they went to study English.
Special class.
I think this is one of the things that we need to tell our young generation. And with these ASEAN communities, in the future, human resource can be moved all over these 10 countries. We will be competing by Filipino, of course, Vietnamese, Chinese as well. A lot of Chinese right now, they are coming to study in Thailand because our cost of study in Thailand, what I heard is almost like 40% less than if they have to study in China. And the other important thing is...
But they come to study in Thailand?
Pardon?
They come to study here, get educated here?
Yes,
Whereas
because
we don't.
because if you follow the news, some of the university now has been taken over by the Chinese.
Really?
Yes.
I know about some of them have been acquired to study here, but I never thought that the whole occupy the whole lots of allocation.
You see, what I heard is that only the university in China, especially in the western and southern part of China, can accommodate only 40% of the total population.
Country,
and that's why they have to export their students to come here. And because the cost of living here is cheaper, then they are coming to Thailand. So I think the younger generation in Thailand, they have to be very careful. Otherwise,
instead of advising them to be careful, what is your suggestion? Because this is dealing mainly to you, because you have to employ someone who really
okay,
proficiency.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, I have been asked by one of the logistics chain experts, Kun Kettivit, may I ask you one question? If you have 2 students, one graduated from bachelor degree in logistics, cannot speak any English, but the other one very proficient in English, but graduate from other subjects.
Tough question.
Yeah. Which one you will select? I select the second one. I will select the second one.
Really?
Yeah. Because logistics, I can train within very short period, maybe 1 year. But English
proficiency is so important.
Yeah, very hard to be. And I need somebody who can work immediately.
Let me talk to our audience that this is for the Thai audience that is so important. Do you hear that? Because to choose someone, that you have to have really proficiency in languages, because you need to transfer, you need to communicate.
And our especially for my company, I'm the logistic, but I'm dealing in the international logistics. So our customers, our counterparts in overseas, we need to communicate with them in English.
All right, great to know that.
Okay.
So how will Thailand? Yes, sir. You want to add up?
Just another thing. Just now, I just talk about airport.
Yes, sir.
Seaport. A lot of people may question how can we compete with Singapore?
Singapore.
Okay. Of course, location-wise, we cannot compete to be the logistic hub for the whole region. But for the CLMV, the Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, or southern China, of course we can compete. We don't need to take all from Singapore. We only take part from Singapore and be the logistic hub for this region. And in the future, if we can connect Lam Chabang with the Y port, that will be another scenario, because we can connect our country with the Indian Ocean, BIMSTEC. That is the future of the country. That I can say that both seaport and airport of Thailand, we can definitely be the logistic hub for the region.
Great. So how will Thailand take advantage of its potential, creating the most benefit for the country?
I would say that Thai government during the last few years, especially the last 5 years, there has been very well planned, and they think about how to make Thailand as a logistic hub by investing in a lot of infrastructure, especially for the rail, dual track, the high-speed rail, Lam Chabang third phase, and also recently also Maptaput third phase. I think these are all the infrastructure that they plan to let Thailand to be one of the most important connectivity hub in this region, which I have to appreciate for their efforts. But during the last few years, I always say that we have been spending a lot of money in the infrastructure already. What we now have to do is how to improve our tax custom system and trade facilitation system to be in the same level as other countries like Singapore or United Arab Emirates, that they position themselves as a logistic hub. We have to benchmark our software, like what I say, timeliness, custom procedures, the tax benefits, comparing with these countries, and try to upgrade our system to be able to compete and let other people who would like to come and use Thailand as a logistic hub that hey, we can provide more or less the same level. Otherwise, we will lose our position to Malaysia because Malaysia they are coming. They also would like they also would like to be the logistic hub of this region as well. Yeah, I think that this is the most important thing.
So in that case, what are the strategies then? You have to have a strategy.
Strategy
to hey, don't come in.
Okay, the most important thing that I ever said during the last few years as well is that first of all, the government sector has to believe what I said is that we can make revenue from this logistics service industry. Without this thinking, it's very hard. It's very hard for me to push them, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that. Because they say, oh,
I got
for
it.
what? We already invest. You just come and use it. But I said, no. If you go back to study, I have a book, the study book of UAE. When they would like to be the logistic hub of the Middle East region, they said it very clear how much revenue they would like to make. What would be the percentage of this revenue contributing to their GDP? They have set a very clear
And
plan.
they reach that? Did they reach
They reach.
to the point?
Of course, they
really?
reach. And they get a lot of money to reinvest, and they keep on reinvest to build their country development hub, not only for the air freight, but also sea freight
Why
as well.
can't we do that?
Because right now, I will push this in many other government agencies. Set a very clear objective. This line, what will be the revenue we can make from logistics service industry? They never dare to do it. They never dare to do it. But hopefully in one day, somebody, lately I also just put the report to our Prime Minister General Prayut as well that hey, our association had done a study and the study shown that if we really push our logistics service industry to be one of the main stream to generate the income to the country, we can make at least 200,000 million baht a year. Yeah, and that's a lot. And I think that is a very preliminary study. If we can really do it in a better way, we can do much better.
How about the challenge? So it's a challenging.
It's
for
a
you.
challenging. It's
So,
a challenge.
Yeah. So.
I have been in many seminar, many strategic planning of the government. I keep on pushing this idea, but still no one take my idea and really put this into their plan.
I think by this new government, we should be listening more because
Yeah.
they go straight to the economy of the country.
I already sent a letter to Minister Julin. As well, because on that day I met with both General Prayut and Minister Julin during when my company receiving the Prime Minister Export Award. So I told them, okay, one thing I would like to do for my industry is that please study this study. I really would like to push our logistics service industry to the next level and be able to be one of the most important sector to contribute to the Thai country as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations for the award.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we're going to come back later.
Thank you.
So we are coming back to the end of the first part of our interview. So next will be discussed further about Thailand's efforts to become ASEAN's logistics center. Please stay tuned.
NBT World, an English language television channel in Thailand.
Authoritative sources for all government information.
High standard content that's reliable and accurate across every platform.
Our mission is to reflect the vision of Thailand.
Keep up to date through our application or website by searching for NBT World. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Welcome back. We are still with Mr. Kettivit Sittisunthornwong. He will tell us more about Thailand's capability in transport logistics sector.
Yes.
You did mention about the flagship.
Yes.
So what are the flagship program of the government to push?
Okay, of course, as I mentioned, they has invested a lot in infrastructure. I think this could be their flagships for the dual tracks, for the high-speed rail projects. Also, the connecting of 3 airports together. I think this is a very good idea. But what I would say is that I think the project has been delayed.
It's already. I was about to ask.
That's what I said. So they have to speed up and make it happen as soon as possible, especially for the dual track.
Castle in the air.
And EEC is an economic corridor. I would say this is also the flagships. I would say that if we don't have this kind of mega projects in Thailand, our speed of recovery or growing into the future will be very less. And I believe they have been doing this in a very good way. And also improving the logistic performance index. I think they were one of the very few government, during the last government, I would say, they have been concentrating, set up a special team to dedicated look into this aspect and how to improve. And there are some aspects that they have been improved a lot in terms of custom formalities, in terms of free trade zone, doing business in free trade zone that help the country to improve the logistic performance index. As for our association, I think I have to also really relay my sincere appreciation for them for giving the logistics service industry a lot of support. We have been getting a lot of support from the Marine Department กรมเจ้าท่า Skill Development Department of กรมพัฒนาฝีมือแรงงานสถาบันคุณวุฒิวิชาชีพ Thai Professional Quality Performance Improvement something sorry Thailand Professional Qualification Institute and also Department of Trade Promotion กรมส่งเสริมการค้าระหว่างประเทศของกระทรวงพาณิชย์ They have been helping us a lot in terms of building the capacity, training, or especially for the DITP, they have been helping us to bring a lot of Thai logistics service provider to go overseas to build our overseas network and to see a lot of development in other countries. I think this is one of the most important thing for the Thai entrepreneur, not only in logistics service provider, but I would say that I can see that a lot of Thai entrepreneurs, they are afraid to go out to do business in other countries.
Explore out of the country.
And they are afraid they don't want to go to see the exhibition, congress, participate in this kind of events. I think this is one of the best way for them to know and expand their network and expand their connection throughout the world. And I would encourage a lot our Thai entrepreneur, not only in logistics service industry, but every other industry, they should participate in this kind of events that organized by the Thai government. Thai government has been providing this fund a long time by various governments.
Why don't they make use of it, right?
Yes. And my company has been enjoying using this.
Using the government.
And we see a lot of potential. And I also keep on encouraging my members to go. But unfortunately, this is why I say that not too many people realize the importance of this. Like maybe each time they provide us the fund up to 20 to 25. Maximum we can get like 15, 18 companies to join with us.
It actually is so broad-minded of the government, of Thai government. Because this is
a lot
for you to just go and have a
of
look.
my colleagues in other countries like Vietnamese, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, they all
envied us.
Yes, they all envy us.
Envy the Thai government to support such thing. Because, well, just go and explore. Just go and have your new world to see. It's nothing else.
Yeah, correct. And from my personal experience, whenever I go overseas, I always get connection. I always new connection. I always get new knowledge, new experience related to my industry.
You say this is really fruitful for what you are doing.
Yeah.
So what are the current situations of the future trends of the global logistics industry?
Okay, I think right now everybody should speak the same, but I think what we have to realize is that the changing of consumer behavior. Right? Like people would like to shop more from the e-commerce rather than shopping. Right. This is a real challenge for the logistics service provider because in the past we always move cargo in a big volume.
This is good, right?
In the past, I would say it's good, and it's economical way of moving. But now, consumer would like to receive their products in a faster way,
way.
And it's shipped from manufacturer directly to consumer rather than go to the middle person, something like that. So this is the real change, and then of course, in a way, I would say that e-commerce also helping to boosting logistic service industry a lot, because during the past few years, without e-commerce, everything is just being like going very straightforward and maybe 2 or 3% increase. But with this e-commerce business, they increase like double digit every year. So anybody that involving in the logistics for e-commerce, you can expect a lot of growth. And I would also say that logistics service provider should consider themselves to be involved in either way, being the service provider by yourself or being the strategic partner with other provider. I wish I say that this is depends on your capacity and capability and your strength as well. The other thing is the digitalization. We can see that right now everything we are talking about IT technology, telematics, robotics, AI,
innovation,
blockchain, everything. I think, and this all involved in our industry. We have to keep following up, keep updating, and see what would be the effect to our industry. The other things that I would like to share is that the challenge for my industry is that in our logistics industry, we have two levels of workers. The people in the office, white collar, doing documentation. But our challenge is the people who really do the operation level, the blue collar, the workers, the people in the warehouse. In the very near future, we will shortage of them. Of course, because people, as life going, people would don't want to work in that level anymore. The challenge for me is that we cannot escape from this, but how we can improve their work and life, make them proud of doing this work for us. Of course, we cannot solve it all. We have to also prepare whether to use the robotic or new IT technology to help us. But I think we still need workers, and the challenge is that how we find way to make them proud to be our workers. I think this is the most challenging for our LSP entrepreneur to think about it.
Let me come back a little bit on these service providers. These days have been coming up like mushrooms. Is that good or
this is also the other challenge. I think what you're saying like a mushroom is those last mile delivery. The one who do the last mile, the delivery to the consumer. This is one thing that I keep on saying to a lot of my friends. Most of these people invested by the venture capital. They have a lot of money. They just take the bet to give money to the startup. They don't know whether they can make money or not. Like Uber, they're still losing a lot of money. Lazada still losing a lot of money. Losing. Line Man also losing a lot of money.
What was that? They seem to be getting profitable. That's why I'm asking.
No, Lazada lose thousand millions.
What did they have? Because people order things.
People still,
They just
I can say, people still cannot think of what is their final aim. Maybe they would like to sell, or maybe they think that whoever has the deepest pocket will capture the market share, and other people will die, something like that. But as you can see, new people keep it on coming.
That's right.
A lot of people also dry down as well. But what I can tell my friend is that don't compete with them, but be their service provider, get their money. This is what my suggestion. But don't try to compete with them, because we will lose, because they're not using their own money. They're using the venture capital money, right? But we are using our own money, so we cannot compete. But so the best way is partner with them, provide them the service. That's the best way we can do.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the major projects to cement Thailand's status as ASEAN Logistics Center?
As I mentioned, I think the most important thing is that the software. Government need to improve our trade facilitation facilities, custom system, tax system, to encourage people to use Thailand as a logistics hub. This is the most important thing. The other thing maybe is about the capacity building. With these EEC projects, I think we need a lot of workers, not only in the manufacturing, also the logistics industry. Government should plan this very specifically because according to what I heard from a lot of university lately, because of we are going to the age economy, so we don't have
society.
We don't have that much young generation in our country and go to the university, and that's mean that within the next few years we will not have enough human people for our growing economy as well. So I think government have to be very careful. Third is speed up all these kind of projects to make people have the belief that it would happen, and people have the trust and confidence to invest more. I think this is the most important thing. I think during the last, especially the last 10-12 months before the election, everything has been stopped because they just waiting.
Just wait and see.
Right, waiting and see. And then now I think the government knows how to accelerate, but you have to do it quicker.
The government knows, but the custom, as you said, mentioned because you wanted to boost up people for what you call usages of goods, commodities coming into the country, and they're being charged. Remember that the case. That's an obstacle.
Okay, so the last thing, the least, but last but not least is that overall is that the government sectors has to believe that logistics service industry can generate income to the countries. With this thinking, I think this will be like paradigm shift that everybody realize that logistics service industry can generate revenue, can improve the GDP of the country. Let's brainstorm how to make Thailand to be able to compete with Singapore, UAE as a logistic hub of the country. I think this is the most important thing to strengthen the position of Thailand as a logistic hub for this region.
You're in the position of saying all this. So what halted you back?
Okay, recently I have been appointed to be one of the subcommittee for the commerce and industry of the Senate. I also just talk about this to the committee, and they say that this is a big issue. Big issue. And they also understand what I said, that hey, I have been pushing a lot of government sector to set a very clear target. What would be the revenue we can generate? They said they understand. They understand that. They understand my point, but they also don't understand why those people don't want to set it as a target. So, but they said, okay, we can bring this as an issue and discuss again how to make it happen.
I think so, because this government is really very concentrating on business and development of the country economy. So, good sign has already arrived.
Okay.
So, what are the significant rules and contributions of Thai International Freight Forwarder Association, your association, in promoting and developing the logistics sector?
First of all, I think I have to give appreciation and gratitude for all the past president of TIFFA association. They have been our association. This is our 31st year, if I'm not wrong, and we were acting as a voice and representative of our members to liaise and cooperate with various government and private sector, not only in Thailand but also in the international level, and with the aim to improve the capacity, competitiveness, and efficiency of our member to be able to compete in the world market. And I believe that we have been TIFFA as an association in logistics service provider has been recognized by all these stakeholders both in Thailand and international as one of the leading logistics service association that actively participate in any forum, any discussion, and we share our view to improve the logistics service industry. And I think this is one of the most important tasks as an association to help our member to build up and upgrade their competitiveness in the world market. Secondly, I would say that we helping our member to also improve their capacity building in terms of human resource. We set up our own training school called International Transport and Business School more than 15 years. And this institution has been helping to produce our own people to serve in our industry. More than 90% of the students who pass the training in this school has been working in our members. Okay. And recently, the other project that I also proudly present is that we have co-organized a bachelor degree in international maritime transport with the Logistics and Supply Chain College of Sonsunanta Universities. This is a scholarship program that we attract the talent and diligent students from upcountry who lack of financial support from their family, and they would like to have the further study on bachelor degree. And we ask our member to give them the scholarship for 3 years. And within these 3 years, the Sonsunanta University also arranged a course in a way that during the 7 days of the week, 3 days they can come to work and train in our company, the member who give them the scholar, and 2 days during Saturday and Sunday as an academic. So after 3 years, these students can be our quality staff in the member. This is the program that we would like to encourage not only our member and also other association or trade association to also supporting us as well.
I really witnessed your efforts for this kind of work that you are doing. So wish you all the best, sir.
Thank you very much.
For your undertaking. We're ending up our program with great thanks to Mr. Ketivit Sithi Sunthornwong. He's director of the Thai International Freight Forwarders Association. Thank you so much, sir, for being here.
ขอบคุณครับ
And come back and tell us more if you have in the future to come.
Of course, with pleasure.
We're ending up our program with thanks and looking forward to see you again and hope you enjoy the show and thanks for watching Thailand Today. See you then. สวัสดีค่ะ